Howdy folks, Grok the DuckFarmer here, and I'm on the FTOG All the Mods 8 server, hanging out here at my little tech area, because this is about all the tech I got. I have done a few little changes here, and I wanted to get this setup done early so that I could do this. Yes, I've got a jetpack from Mechanism, which makes me bash my head into the ceiling. Dunk. Dunk. Yep, that's what I like. And it's because I've got the bunny slippers. You can't see it, but you can see them there. Because I have the bunny slippers, I take no fall damage, so I don't have to actually be careful about how I come down. Now, this electrolytic separator is taking the water, breaking it into oxygen, which is necessary for splitting up the ores. But one of the other byproducts, 2 for 1, you get double the hydrogen, means I can have all the hydrogen I really need. You can see I'm pretty much full of hydrogen here. It's fantastic. This is a great setup. I get the jetpack, I get the ore splitting, that's all fantastic. And I made a precision sawmill here so that I could make some cardboard boxes. That more than chopping the wood and doing that, nope, cardboard boxes. That's what I want. So that's been great. Other few things, because I have cardboard boxes, I can snag some budding amethyst blocks, and I brought them here to the base, and I've harvested them a little bit, just so I have some amethyst stuff. Other stuff over here, did a little seed garden. Yes, I have here some chorus plants from the end. Not that I've been to the end, but I did want the fruits and the flowers, and so I asked some people who had already been to the end or had gotten them in loot bags, and we did a quick exchange of amethyst for end flowers. And I'll do that. I don't think I'm going to do that this episode, but I'm growing them up so that I've got the stuff. So yes, on the server, anything that's a vanilla item, you can trade just fine. Oh, can't look over there. That's secret. Other stuff that I've been doing over here. So I was saying vanilla items you can trade, but stuff that's not a vanilla item you can't. And I've got a whole bunch of eggs and some sheep down there too. I finally found some sheep and dragged them over. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Oh, and I took down the platform up there. Don't need that anymore. So that's what I've been doing. A whole bunch of prep work like that. There we go. So what I'm thinking about doing is doing something a little evil. Oh, hey, here's Frank. Yep, there's Frank. Let me go ahead and drop this off. Oh, fishing. Fishing is great. Fishing gets you these Neptunian bits. And this one I really like because Neptune's lungs allow you to breathe underwater, which means I can then put that chest plate on, and then I can swim underwater and vein mine all the ores along some of the watery bits as a great way of getting ores, which is fantastic. Looking at my precious ores, these are my XP generating ores, and I use that to repair... Uh-oh, where did it go? Let's look at my backpack. Oh, here it is. I typically don't want to keep it on me. I use that to repair this, my Fortune 4 Efficiency 5 Stonebreaker. It was a bunch of emeralds, but hey, that's okay. And yeah, I've gotten this down quite a lot, and then I just break one of these stacks. Done. All right, so this has been working. Oh, go up here. There's my little enchanting area I mentioned earlier. Here's Millie Cat. They don't have a good tortie or tortoiseshell cat in Minecraft, but there's Millie. And I moved my tree stuff over here and just random storage of questy stuff. All right, we're going to do something a little bit evil. We're going to do a little EvilCraft, and I've gotten some dark gems that I've pressed down into dark blocks. And when I fortuned them, I got some of these crushed dark gems. And then I also got some loot of this condensed blood, and we'll talk about those. So let's go over to the EvilCraft area just to talk a little bit about it. Hi there, Mineshaft. This is my EvilCraft area. I showed off some of my hardened blood, but that's not what we're going to do. First, we're going to do this. Yeah, you've already seen my blood extractor, but I'm going to combine a dark gem and an apple to make a darkened apple. And let's feed that to one of these guys over here. Who wants to eat something? You do. And that's poisoning him. Oh, he just died. And there. There, it's hard to see because of everybody else. There's this little thingy right there. And are you killing more guys? Nope. Okay, that's fine. It went ahead and generated for me the Origins of Darkness, which is the manual for EvilCraft. And there's lots and lots of information in here, which is fantastic. But I'm going to ignore that for right now because I'm going to come over here and show you the next thing. Or I kind of jumped the gun and made the blood extractor, and you can see I've got 62 buckets worth of blood in my blood extractor because I've been around mining and caving and killing things. So one of the first things you would want to do is put some buckets of blood in the ground, and you're going to get this hardened blood. Now you can break it with your fist, and you'll get some of these hardened blood shards back, and 8 is exactly what I'm looking for. But if you've got Silk Touch, there we go. I have to be careful because I'll mine a whole bunch of other stuff. You get the block, and if you for this smelting, I'll get 9 back consistently if I smelt it. So that's what I've been doing. Now over here, I want to snag that guy right there. I want to snag this. So next thing you'd want to do is dig out something that's 5 contiguous blocks. It doesn't matter what the pattern is. And I'm right-clicking here, dropping in some blood. And there, boom. It is now no longer a dark gem. It is now a dark power gem. So if we come into here and grab all of these bits here, I already had some in my inventory because I broke that guy. If we surround it with 8, now I have the blood infusion core. And if I snag some cobble, then we get that in the center. Let me move my mouse. It's not my mouse that's a problem. It's the pad that is underneath it. If I'm in the wrong spot, it's not recognizing stuff. So here's what I'm looking for, the blood infuser. So I'm going to snag that, and we'll put that right here for right now. Doink. And this takes blood and will process things. So I'm just going to right click that with my blood extractor. And I just dumped in a whole bunch of blood in there. And now if I take one of these, now let's grab more of those. If I put in this dark gem, instead of 5 buckets worth of blood, because that's 5,000 millibuckets there, that's half of my contents. Instead of the 5 buckets, it only took 250 millibuckets. So 1/4 of a bucket, much better. Now, let me make another one of these gems. Ardent blood. All right, blood infusion core. And if I grab these 2 bits and all of those and that. All right, let's click. And the thing I want here is the purifier. And I'll put that right there. I fell down. Get back up. And there we go. Turn that off to disabled. All right, so there's the purifier. And if I right-click that, I can fill that up with, I think it's 3 buckets worth of blood. Now I can do some other interesting things. I've got this axe here, the annihilating diamond axe of the butcher, I think it is. Yes. Capturing 5. That means I have a good chance of getting a spawn egg when I kill things. And I definitely want to do that. So I'm going to toss a book into my blood infuser, and it's doing absolutely nothing because I need to put it here into the purifier. And it's going to absorb some of the blood. Reabsorb some of the blood. All right, if you're not going to do that, look, I want to make a blood book. So if I click this here, oh, I need a promise of tenacity. Well, that's the issue. Okay, well, before I do that, and let's put those guys away, I want to see, can I repair stuff? Let's see here. Let's take these diamond pants, toss them Nope. All right. It won't repair yet. That's one of the main reasons why I want to get into this is to repair, but I do want this here. Let's grab those bits. I can grab you back. Come back. Backpack. Let's set up this, the Exalted Crafter. And ta-da! If I right-click it, I have a crafting table here in it, as well as this is my ender chest storage. So now I can take stuff like this backpack and I can stuff that in there and it's safe. It's not on me, it's stored elsewhere. I can also bind this, and I bound it to C so I can open this up. So I don't need this crafting table on a stick anymore. It just got replaced. Let's move you back over here. And if I'm going to do that, let's put the book and this away, and I'll keep my blood on there. So that's pretty dang simple. I think if I right click, yeah, I just yanked out the stuff. Let's right click that out of there too. Let me get the stuff I need for the, see if I make the block, I need the promise of tenacity. To make that, I need a iron promise acceptor, which is just an iron block in here. And that's, I think it's half of it. I think it's 5 buckets to make that. The other thing I need, spider eye, got some spider eyes, and I need a broken bowl of promise. For that, or not broken bowl, a bowl of promise. And for that, I need a bowl of empty promises, which is 3 of these guys, and 2 of the crushed gems. And I stick that in there with a little bit of blood. Another 5 full buckets worth. So yes, I need to do those. Let me go do those. All right, so I got my bowl of empty promises, and the block of iron in here is not transmuting because it needs a full 10,000 buckets, or 10,000 millibuckets. So no, I just took it out. Get back in there, you. Now it's transmuting. Oh, hey, I hadn't noticed the bubble effect. Okay, so it's doing its thing. Oh, that's faster than I expected it to do. While that's doing that, let me see to craft you up there. Okay, let's do 2 here, you there. There's the dusted bowl of promises. And this is almost done. Yay. So this was just 3 of these dark power gems like any other bowl. And that 10,000 millibuckets. But there's the iron one. If I, oh, I need to craft this up. Right click, add some more blood, toss you in. This is going to take 5,000 buckets. While that's crafting, I'll hit C. I'm going to put these around here and this up there, and that gives me the blood infusion core. And if I put that in the center and surround it by wood planks this time, as opposed to the stone, then that gives me the blood chest, and that's what I've been looking for. So let me put some blood in there. Come back to here. Oh, while that's in here, let me get my, not C, I wanted to hit E to get my leggings. And I'm going to put that in here. Doink. Actually, I'm going to put, I keep hitting C. E to get my leggings. Let's get my boots and dump them in there as well. And, oh, my leggings are already repaired. I love repairing stuff. It makes me so happy to have all my stuff all repaired up. All right, so there's my bowl of promises. And if I, now I can go into here and scroll these up into there, and there's my promise of tenacity, which you can put into various things. It increases my tank capacity. Oh, hey, that came back. Well, that's very handy. Thank you. Let's go ahead and shift click. It goes right in that spot, but I'll just shift click that in place. Boom. And what used to be a 10 millibucket or 10 bucket container is now 40, which is far more than I have. So I'm pretty much out. Ta-da! Hey, I thought I'd give you, oh, I had to right click it, it ate it. Wrong key. There we go. So now I've got blood. Now I can make a book. What happened to my book? There's my book. And let me grab my, that. All right, so in here now, I can put my book in there. There it is, processing up. And it's gonna be some blood. I don't know. But This allows me with a block to be able to extract items or magic items, spells off of these items. So let me get this block and done. There we go. Not too very much. All right, so this I'm going to, what happened? Oh, for a split second it was gone. Okay, so I'm going to put that into here, and it's got a nice red cover for reasons I won't get into. And let's put in the axe. Bubble, 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 bubble. And it should take a, oh, it took all 3 buckets worth. There is no capturing on here anymore, but there is capturing here, which I'm going to apply to my Man of Steel all-in-one tool. So specifically when I'm killing wither skeletons or endermen, either one of those, I would really like to have a soul egg from them to get that working. And I already grabbed my bits. I think I'm going to upgrade my helmet because this is not as great as I would like it to be. So that's EvilCraft. Really, really quick. This will infuse various items. This is what you use to repair with blood, and this is a way of stripping out spells. Super, super neat, really fast to get to this point, and now I've got the Exalted Crafter, so I can do this. If you look around and you find one of those funky temples in the area, and you'll notice because they have almost a beacon-like beam at the beginning or the center. If you find one of them and you in the middle of a thunderstorm, you toss this Exalted Crafter into the center, it will become empowered, and it will then no longer drop on death. And if we hit U on this, here's the environmental accumulator. So yeah, 5 seconds. It needs to be raining. It doesn't show it, but it should. I'll have to try and see if it, because it doesn't say it right here. So it may just repair or become the empowered Exalted Crafter, which would be very nice. All right, done with EvilCraft for right now. And let's get into a little bit of a mystical agriculture because blood extractor's all empty. Mystical agriculture because I want to start processing some seeds, and this little thing, mystical seeds tier 1, these are all the tier 1 seeds that I want to process. So if we come over to here, let's look at this thing first. This right here is 24 stacks of this Inferium essence. And let me just grab one of these for right now. All right. So if I craft this, hey, I've got a crafter on me like this. Da, da, da. If I craft, well, what I want to do is I want to craft this, the Master Infusion Crystal, but that needs Supremium Essence, and I don't have any of that. So what I need to do is craft this Infusion Crystal. Oh, okay. All of a sudden I was sitting there going, oh, crud, I think I messed up. Nope, there's my infusion crystal, and I just used 4, so let me go ahead and replace it. So now I've got 24 full stacks of Inferium essence in here. So here's where I'm going to craft this. All right. There's my Prudentium essence. Let's hit A to add that to the list. So now, oh, that doesn't make me happy. I like to be able to shift click from the recipe into here, and it doesn't. That doesn't make me happy. I really like being able to do that, and it's been a while since I've made the Exalted Crafter, and I like being able to access all my stuff. I'm half tempted here to make the Botania, was it crafting halo, because that the thing, you can shift click recipes into it, which is very nice, but you can also have it remember recipes. So if you're making, say, a whole bunch of stairs or sticks out of wood, and you don't want to place the stuff in there manually, you can do so by using the Halo, no, the crafting Halo. Yeah, I think that's what it is. And it will generate and memorize that recipe you just gave it, which is very cool. All right, so there's the tertium essence. And let's go ahead and put down this to make the Imperium essence. We got 24 of these, and if I put those in place, I get 6 of the Supremium essence, and I got enough. Okay, I've seen it in some packs where it actually breaks sooner, so I only need you and you. All right, and do I need more of you? I don't think I do anymore, because if I look at this recipe, okay, I've got to craft this first, which means I got to craft that first. All right, put in one of my precious diamonds because I don't have very many of them, and then just that, and then this gets 2 of these guys, and that becomes the Supremium gemstone, which goes right in the center. Do you remember? It does remember, yeah. I think these go on the corners. So I need to grab 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. I also have some more. Stop clicking the sign. Yeah, I've got more down there. All right, here. And now I have the Master Infusion Crystal. This one has unlimited uses, which is what I wanted it to do. So I ended up, this one I did spend. All right, I can go here. So I ended up getting a couple little bit more Inferium essences left over in one gem because I don't need that anymore. Cool. I thought I would need 2 of these. I'm going to take these guys and I'm going to show off my area. Oh, here. I did a trip to the Nether, and you got to watch out because the Nether kind of corrupts the area around it. It's scary. Hi, Frank. How you doing? You're a good boy. Let's come over here. I've been designing a room for doing all my mystical aggregate. And I kind of came up with this idea. I'm using here ebony logs, and these are ebony trap doors and ebony doors and some buttons, and I'm liking it. I got these from the Architect's Cutter from Domum Ornamentum, which is a mod that comes with mine colonies and allows you to get all sorts of different cool things. You just come in here, you stick in some item, and then you can choose from stuff that it makes. So that's one of the patterns for the trapdoor, and I like it. And I'm going with the dark deeps, the deep slate here, plus these Zelkova trees. They have a better black tree, if that makes sense. These are a more brownish black. The inside is fantastic. Oh, I'm not able to jump. Here's the inside. It's a nice black ebony. It looks great, but I'm going with a little bit of brown as opposed to this. I tried these, didn't like it nearly as well. Anyway, let's actually open and go in. So it's a work in progress. I got this one figured out, so I need to start wrapping the walls around. And I've got chests in here. I've got a whole bunch of chests. This is the 6 areas for the tier 1 seeds. That's tier 2 seeds. No, these are tier 2 seeds. There's the tier 3 seeds. Here's the tier 4 seeds, tier 5, and tier 6. So I just kind of wrap it around. And I thought I would have multiple floors here. I think I'm going to put additional floor and put storage up there and the EvilCraft stuff. I don't need multiple stores. I was going to have 1 floor for each of these tiers. Not anymore. They all stack here. In here, I've got a few things. Let's grab this stuff to begin with and go into here. What was it? Oh, yes. I wanted to put you there and you there. And this is lime concrete. I thought it was terracotta, but no, it's lime concrete. And this gives me the lime upper botany pots. And I'm going with lime because it's kind of close to these Inferium essences. So I'm going to go with that. And I'm going to shift click them here. Ding, 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 ding. There. So what I'm going to do is, rather than planting all of my Inferium seeds and Tier 1 seeds in the ground and harvest them with some mechanism, I'm using botany pots. That's my plan. So let me grab all of these and a seed. And I wasn't sure how many more seeds I would have of more seeds. I wasn't sure how many beyond the 24 that I would need. So I got some more. But what I did want to do is elevate these a little bit higher. And I'm going to sit there and drop you into there. But it needs farmland. If we hit R and crops, it uses the various leveled farmlands. And so the higher it is, the better. So this one says it's speed 1.1, Insanium is 1.35. Okay, so that Insanium's the tier 6. So that's faster a little bit. And it looks like I'm going to get 100% chance of getting an essence, a little tiny chance of these other two. You know, if that's a chance of 100, this is a chance of 1. So I might get more seeds. I'm not 100% sure. All right, looking in here, I need to go ahead and let's grab all these bits and those bits and that bits. And I need to craft the infusion pedestal. I need 8 of those, and the infusion altar, just 1 of those. So actually I can put both of these like that. And that's the phone that should never ring. Well, that was Niece the Duck Farmer, and so I'm not going to ignore her phone calls. But she's okay now, so let's make this thing. I'm going to make the infusion altar, and then we'll make 8 of these infusion pedestals. 1 more, there we go. And you want a lever or some other redstone signal. You could put a redstone block underneath, but you know, this is super easy. And let me grab these bits here. And I'm going to make 5 seeds. So that, and then and that gives the prosperity seed base. Let's see, did we make, yeah, we made the 1 inferium seed, did that? Oh yeah, I put that away. Yep, so we can, nope, I don't want to put it here. I was thinking I could hit A to remove these. Nope, doesn't work that way. Instead, let me grab all of these items here, and let's find a place. I think this spot right here will work. Let's take and put down the altar first. And about right there. Yes, you got that little ghostly image. That will work. It won't be too inconvenient having the others there. So that will be just fine. You and you and you. So 1, 2, 3 blocks away. All right, so and then the lever, I'm gonna drop that here. Doesn't matter where, but that'll turn it on. And I'm gonna take, and you can't put multiple. You can only put 1 in place. However, let's go ahead and start making us some seeds. So the order in which you make these doesn't matter. Here, if we look at this stone seeds infusion, you need 4 stone and 4 of the inferium, because this is a tier 1 recipe. Except I'm going to do dirt first, because that was what I had in my hand. And because the redstone signal was turned on, it proceeded to do the process. Ta-da! There's my dirt seeds. Cool. Let's go ahead and do the next one. 3, 4, and then we're going to do oak, because I've got those in my hand. So this will give us the wood seed. Ta-da! And then next, we've got deep slate. And this makes me happy because I really like deep slate as a building tool, as you can see here. And I had to run down into my mine, and I made 3 of the little stone pickaxes and vein mined with them just to pick up everything because I could. All right, 2 left. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I'm talking while I'm doing stuff, problems happen. So ice and stone. Let's do the ice. And if you're wondering, wherever could I find some ice? That I have no idea. It's such a hard thing to find. All right, and then the last one. And then stone. And seed. Oh, prosperity seed. So here are the 6 tier 1 seeds all done and dusted. Cool. And that's my plan, is to get all of the mystical agricultural seeds done. Now, one thing I did do while chatting with Niece the duck farmer is I converted all the rest of the Imperium essence that I had, except for what was in here, and converted it into Imperium essence. And I'm going to make Imperium level dirt instead of the Inferium level, because it'll be better. So why not? So you go up there and you go up there, and then I can get rid of 2 of those. So that gives me the Imperium farmland, tier 4 instead of tier 1. Why not? All right. So then now I can come to here. Oh, there's my farmland. I was just thinking, where did it go? You can get in there, and you can get in there with one of you, and you can go in there. And I really don't care which ones go where, because they all just go into these chests. And there we go. You know, it's not going to be super, super fast, but it will run. In fact, if I go to C, let's turn the chunks. I'm going to load this chunk. Oh, that can get unloaded because I no longer have trees growing there. So just a little bit there. Yep, done. So there's the tier 1 stuff. This is not the final storage for all of this. What I do want to do is set up at the second floor, and I want to use XNet to sit there and pull out all this contents and shove them into a drawer setup. And for that, I need these guys need to produce me essence. So that's what we need to do. 80. It's kicking along. Oh, and you can see the different tops as they sprout. Yep. Cool. Nice. Okay, you're almost ready. And I think done. And yeah, I got, oh, and I did get another set of seeds. Cool. Because what I may do is I may set up a bunch of these just for the Inferium seeds, because I'm going to need lots of that. So there's my ice essence, my dirt essence. If I hit use on this, dirt and stone can give me gravel, fire and dirt will give me red sand. This with nature essence will give me podzol, etc., etc. I can build a lot of things from these if I've got all the stuff, like water essence. Well, if we let's use this nature essence, this comes from a nature seed, which is tier 2, and that's why I don't have it. That's over here. I think both of these are tier 2. Let's take a look at what it's going to be. Yep, there's 24 of them. So that's going to be a lot of crafting and gathering of those resources. And while it's dark, let me turn on my jetpack and fly up here. Did I just get... I did. Yeah, I haven't slept recently, but here's a spider spawner up here, and I'll just hang here for a while. Okay, go away. Ah. I'll hang up here just so they can spawn and give me some stuff. You're coming from here. Anybody else? There were 2 of you. There you go. Air essence. Oh, raw air shard from Elemental Craft. That's fine. The other one, I think he's down there. All right, let's get you. Yeah. I should turn on hover. Makes it a little bit easier. Oh, he died. And oh, did I get another one? Anyway, I'm gonna sleep so the phantoms stop bugging me. I'm looking around. Mainly, I wanted these guys for the ability to make. Oh, somebody slept. I was going to use a sleeping bag, and I don't see any more. All right, let's drop down here. Unfortunately, you don't get any of the spider ice from here. You actually have to kill them or hit them before they die. But Remember how I was completely out? Oh, I've got a little bit. Oh, because I killed those phantoms up there. That's where I got that 664 stuff. However, if I crouch, right click, yep, slurp, slurp, slurp. I see you, zombie over there. If you don't crouch, it will put down a bucket of blood. All right, so that was 600 millibuckets, and now I've got there. I've got a full 8 buckets added to this from these guys dropping. So yes, there we go. I need to finish this building because that's definitely not finished. It needs a roof so I don't get attacked by the phantoms anymore. But yay, I'm glad that I've got this going. These are just gonna run and go into drawers, and they're definitely gonna have some upgrades and some voids on them. And did I get any of the funky... no. Occasionally, you know, it's already had 3 of these and there's only 1 seed. So it's a fairly low chance, but now I can magnify the use of this. I don't know if I'm going to get more seeds from these other guys. Let's right click on you, hit you for use, come in here. No, it is saying 1% chance I may get more of these seeds. So these fertilized essences, that will help improve the growth. I can just right click and make things grow faster. Although I find I never use them. So anyway, I'm glad we got some really good stuff done. I can repair items, which always makes me happy. And I've got the beginning of the mystical agriculture going, and kind of a lame little layout, but that should work really well. And next episode, we're going to go into tech and take a look at storage drawers and the XNet and possibly something else, because I don't think that's going to be a full episode, but we'll see. Anyway, this has been Grok the Duck Farmer here on the FTOG All the Mods 8 server, and having a blast. I'm getting stuff done. And thanks for watching. Bye.